In the bustling outskirts of Bangkok, Thailand, stands a house that challenges everything we think we know about residential architecture. This is not just a home, it is an experience, a sensory journey that awakens all five senses and redefines what it means to live within architectural space. Welcome to Casa MIRIN, designed by the visionary Bangkok-based firm Ayutt and Associates Design, where architecture becomes poetry, and living becomes art. Most houses begin with the question, how should we live? But Casa MIRIN started with something far more profound: how can a house become an experience? Ayutt Mahusam, the founder of Ayutt and Associates Design, is known for his innovative approach to residential architecture that goes beyond mere shelter. With a first-class honors degree from Chulalongkorn University and experience working with renowned firms like Woha in Singapore, Mahusam brings a unique perspective that blends traditional Thai architectural wisdom with contemporary sensory design. The house is named after the owner's daughter, Mirin, a dedicated medical specialist whose life in bustling Bangkok rarely offers moments of pause. When she acquired the land adjacent to her existing home, she envisioned more than just a retreat. She wanted a sanctuary where time itself could slow down. But for Ayutt and Associates Design, this became an opportunity to create something revolutionary, an immersive experience of living that engages sight, sound, touch, smell, and even taste. Casa MIRIN unfolds from the very first step onto the property. Unlike conventional approaches to residential design, this 600 square meter house tells its story through landscape, pathways, light, wind, sound, and nature, all woven together in seamless harmony. The design team approached the house as a narrative told through environmental elements rather than just walls and rooms. A curved pathway that gradually ascends serves as more than just access, it functions as a gentle psychological transition from the chaos of the external world to an internal realm of peace. This choreographed arrival sequence combines form, ventilation, light, and sound to stimulate the senses. Even during rainfall, the rhythmic drumming of water on leaves and stone surfaces becomes an integral part of the architectural experience. The sloping landscape maximizes the available surface area, allowing for more extensive tree planting on a compact urban lot. Rammed earth walls serve dual purposes as both planters and informal seating, inviting touch and interaction without requiring visitors to bend or strain. The pathway also functions as a discreet water channel, evoking the flow of a natural stream and adding the soothing sound of moving water to the sensory palette. Intriguingly, the entrance to Casa MIRIN remains hidden from view. Visitors instinctively sense the direction to follow without explicit signage or guidance, experiencing what the architects call a ground-level perspective that grants this modest one-bedroom and living room residence a sense of grandeur and depth that far exceeds its actual size and function. This clever manipulation of perception creates three distinct viewing layers throughout the house: ground-level views during arrival, normal eye-level perspectives during daily activities, and bird's-eye views from elevated spaces. This tridimensional approach transforms a small home into a rich spatial experience that feels much larger and more complex than its 600 square meters would suggest. The living quarters are elevated to the second floor, where the swimming pool and tree canopies define the primary views. Below, a shaded space echoes the traditional Thai house concept of elevated floor opening, connecting the modern design to Thailand's architectural heritage while providing cooling shade and social spaces. In Casa MIRIN, materials transcend their functional roles to become instruments of sensory expression. Light and shadow sculpt what we see. Water and wind orchestrate what we hear. Natural textures convey temperature, humidity, and tactile richness. Earthy scents and edible herbs in the garden engage smell and taste, creating a complete sensory environment. The interior design philosophy embraces dark tones that absorb light and dampen sounds, offering a cool and tranquil atmosphere, a direct antidote to Bangkok's heat and noise. This creates what the architects describe as a gentle contrast between the stimulating exterior journey and the meditative interior sanctuary. Full height glass openings invite trees and sky into the living spaces, transforming the natural landscape into a dynamic artwork that changes with the seasons. Light is choreographed like stage lighting, manipulating contrast and rhythm throughout the day. From the garage to the house entrance, light intensity gradually changes, dilating pupils and building emotional anticipation. The result is a masterful transition from an engaging outdoor experience to a contemplative indoor environment. What sets Casa MIRIN apart from typical residential projects is its thoughtful integration with the surrounding community. Ayutt and Associates Design did not create this house solely for its owner, it was designed with the broader community in mind, demonstrating a mature understanding of architecture's social responsibility. The roof was intentionally angled to avoid obstructing sky views from neighboring houses, preserving their visual connection to nature. Portions of the house's lush vegetation remain visible from the street, allowing passers-by and nearby residents to share in the serenity of the landscape. Through these gestures, Casa MIRIN becomes a bridge between private space and public benefit, not an isolated enclosure but a generous offering to the community. The garden design extends beyond the property boundaries through a clever strategy of borrowing views from mature trees on neighboring properties, integrating them into the house's visual tapestry. In return, Casa MIRIN contributes through rooftop gardens, pool landscaping, and vertical vegetation that softens the building's mass and contributes to the local ecosystem. This approach reflects a new urban mindset, one where we don't just coexist with nature, but actively share it with our neighbors and community. Casa MIRIN represents more than innovative residential design, it offers a manifesto for how architecture can foster relationships between home and community, between built environment and nature, and between individual needs and collective responsibility. The house encourages what the architects call a new urban mentality, where sharing natural beauty becomes as important as private enjoyment. This project builds upon Ayutt and Associates Design's growing reputation for residential architecture that honors Thai traditions while embracing contemporary possibilities. From their earlier projects like Yak 01, which reinterpreted traditional Thai house layouts with central courtyards, to their more recent explorations of sustainable design, the firm consistently demonstrates how architectural innovation can serve both individual dreams and community well-being. For mature audiences interested in the intersection of art, architecture, and social consciousness, Casa MIRIN offers profound lessons about the power of thoughtful design to transform not just how we live, but how we relate to our environment and each other. In the end, as the architects themselves express, a house is not just architecture, it is community, it is life, it is a living connection. Casa MIRIN is not merely a place to stay, but a relationship with everything that surrounds it, a testament to architecture's potential to awaken our senses and elevate our spirits while strengthening the bonds that connect us to place and to each other.